The worst game of 2022. We're literally in March, and I think it's safe to declare that the game CrossFire X an epic turd. If you don't know what this game is, well, that means you're not on the FPS side of Twitter. Basically, CrossFire X is an Xbox exclusive that is the we have Call of Duty at home version of Call of Duty or Counter-Strike. I don't know. It's kind of a mixed bag of a game. If you need any other reason to believe this game is that bad, look at the IGN score. It has a 2 out of 10. You would think with a game that's so closely resembling Counter-Strike and Call of Duty, they would climax all over their keyboards. Sorry, okay? My bad joke. Xbox, because this is, again, an Xbox exclusive. What surprised me the most is that the same company that made Alan Wake also made this campaign, which doesn't mean this is good because the storytelling is similar to like whatever essay I wrote in high school, full of run-ons, spelling errors, and complete and total bullshit. For those of you that want the short, sweet version of my review, well,
it f***ing sucked.
Another thing to mention, it is a free-to-play game, meaning it's free to download but loaded with paywall content. There's a total of 6 modes or something like that, with only 1 map per mode. And you can bitch all you want about Halo not having enough content. Hey, by the way, Halo doesn't have enough content. But my god, does this game take all the prizes in the entire world for lack of content. What does get me the most is that there's a bunch of micro DLC content, which, cool, my gun can look like some magical staff or something, and yet the game still lacks any bit of content that actually matters, again, those being maps. There's a shitload of weapons, but the progression makes little to no sense. Also, this game includes a gunsmith. Literally anything Call of Duty does, this game seems to do, but worse. Movement is, well, have you ever driven stick shift on a car? It's like that. That pretty much just essentially, I guess, covers multiplayer. It's really bad. Wait, no, quick thought that I just realized. There's 2 different types of modes. There's basically a Call of Duty-esque style where you can aim down your sights and stuff like that. I think that's called Modern. And then there's a classic mode that is basically like Counter-Strike. It's bad. The game is divided up into 2 stories, Operation Catalyst and Operation Spectre. Operation Catalyst takes place at some point of who the fuck cares when. It's something about your team's mission going very foobar or whatever. They keep saying foobar the whole time. And then your squad leader dies. Gameplay, shooting, stuff, yada yada yada. You find out your squad leader's alive through some weird interrogation thing, blah blah blah. The story is very forgettable. I will say the entire time they kept mentioning how the Blacklist faction was tipped off by someone they didn't really know who, which was kind of funny to me because you're either A, too dumb to figure out it's the guy who literally sounds like he has a pomegranate stuck in his mouth.
Please, let's just get out of here. We're not leaving Rob, Morales. I don't.
Or B, didn't care and were surprised by some sort of big twist, which, again, it's not really a big twist. It's like blatantly obvious who it is. He betrays everyone for money, but gets shot, so yeah. After more combat, you find out that SL, or squad leader, has been hooked up to some machines that can help him tell the future? Okay. Everyone makes it out, well, except for like Benedict Arnold, and the story features a lot of weird, trippy flashbacks, or some sort of speaking with the dead type thing. The voice actors, you will never know, but the voice acting and the writing is just so horribly done, which I think maybe part of that's because of the writing in this game, but a lot of the times the lines are so horribly written, I kind of felt like I was playing Hunt Down the Freeman.
Spit it out, Corporal!
Oh, Colonel, we are so fucked.
Operation Spectre is the aftermath of Catalyst. SL is alive, and well, he's helping his faction with knowledge he gained from the Catalyst project. Let me introduce you to the protagonist, Logan. Torres, Ghost, I don't know, man. Following this all was pretty confusing. I'll just say this, the story gives Advanced Warfare Zombies vibes, where there seems to be a bunch of clones of the protagonist, Torres. Again, there's a lot of fighting, poor shooting mechanics, and shit that just kind of occurs for whatever reason. Plus, a lot of exposition is just thrown at the player, but yeah, that's the general gist. Some guy hunted down, turned into some sort of super soldier who becomes the Ghost. There's another betrayal that, again, unless you're Stevie Wonder, you could see from a mile away. And I did audibly laugh when the character Logan died. Like, they have this moment where the dude says something about being family, then just a few moments later, Logan gets this epic slow death that is fucking hilarious to watch. Which isn't even close to as sad as the real Logan death. Spoilers for the movie Logan, that's been out for like, what, 4 years or something? I mean, this isn't my fault. Then there's this guy who I forgot his name. I just kind of kept calling him Patrick for a while, who I thought was dead until all of a sudden you hear his voice like at the beginning of the mission, and your guy is kind of like, I thought you were dead. Welcome back. And then they just kind of glance over it, which is dumb. You killed the bad guy, and honestly, and I will be honest with this game, and probably one of the coolest cutscenes in the entire game. Like, honestly, it was really cool, and I had fun. Other than that, the story sucks a major fat one. CrossFire X is not in any way, shape, or form some sort of new next-gen experience, and honestly, it's more like some direct-to-video knockoff piece of garbage for games that are better than this. As a score, I'm going to give it 2 berries out of 10, because A, I deserve to have my own sort of review scale, and B, I'm not doing that half-mark bullshit anymore. So, a few things that could make this game better, because I feel like it's fair to the developers to at least give some criticism and then kind of give a bit of feedback as to how they can improve things. 1, add more maps. That's pretty obvious because this game lacks a lot of content. More content than Nicole Scherzinger lacks brain cells. 2, you should probably work on a smoother gameplay. Honestly, the fact that this game is an Xbox exclusive that feels more like a bad PC port says a lot. If you're committed to the idea of this being a long-term Xbox exclusive, which I doubt, then I recommend your movement kind of gets a little bit better or smoother. And 3, get better writing if you continue to do any of these sort of DLCs. By the way, I want to point out, I paid for the extra DLC, that Operation Spectre, because it's like $10. So I wasted the money so you didn't have to. You're welcome. Enough said. I'll be honest, I don't see much hope for this game. I imagine what will happen is that we'll end up seeing maybe a few updates and the developers just end up giving up when it's not that profitable anymore. So if you see a tweet on Twitter as to anything about this game and how good it could be, just ignore it, because this game
fucking sucked.
But there's an accomplishment here for CrossFire X, who cares, because this is the first 2 berries out of 10 on the channel. Congrats, CrossFire X. Fuck you. Anyways, what do you think of CrossFire X? Do you want to go out and buy this or play it? God, please don't do it. It's really bad. Well, thanks for watching, and bye.